Hey guys, RedPandaMining here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day this video. Okay, I wanted to give you guys an update of everything that I have going on right now, which includes my GPUs, my ASIC miners, which, spoiler alert, they're on NiceHash, and I'm going to give you my reason why I have all my ASIC miners and actually some of my GPUs on NiceHash. I'll talk about that later. And also my AI rigs. I'm going to just talk about how that's been but kind of mediocre right now, and I've been testing a few things, but seems like I haven't been getting rented at its fullest. But we're going to talk about that, and yeah, I just want to give you guys a kind of like a life update of Red Panda Mining and just how everything's been going recently. I guess like the state of my channel, I guess YouTube in general, crypto mining in general, just everything that's been going on, even though Bitcoin's over $114,000 now, but altcoins like proof of work, GPU mineable altcoins and such, even ASIC mineable altcoins are just down in the dumps and obviously not profitable with majority of hardware that's out there. And I want to talk about that in this video. Okay, guys. So if you guys enjoy this video, hit that like, and I'll see you right after a word from today's video sponsor. Looking to earn profitably during your crypto mining journey? Look no further than ASICmarketplace.com, where they sell all the latest crypto miners and provide fast shipping service. At ASICmarketplace.com, the price you see is the price you pay. Shipping and DDP right to your door are included, no surprises at checkout. Pay your way with secure options like direct bank transfer or crypto payments like Bitcoin, USDT, or even Caspa. Ready to save even more? Use code RPM at checkout and get $100 off each ASIC order. Join the ASICmarketplace.com community today and mine smarter, not harder. Links down below. Alrighty, so I'm on miningnow.com. I just want to show this error here. It says the Gold Shell XT box is making $54,000 a day. That is completely wrong, okay? So don't be persuaded to, buy this thing just because it's, $1,800 or $2,000 or something, and it's making 56,000. That's an error. That's definitely wrong. And do stay tuned. I do have one coming, thanks to Gold Shell. They're sending me one, but I get to say whatever the heck I want. Okay, and trust me, I got a lot to say about this thing. Everyone knows with buying a lot of these altcoin ASICs, I guess over the past maybe a couple of years, we have seen a lot of them pretty much go to zero. And actually, that's going to coincide with when I talk about the GPU mining. A lot of GPU mining proof of work coins have gone down. 45, 96%. Anyways, let's go first with my GPUs. All right, so I want to just tell you guys everything that I have going on in terms of my mining, I guess, AI, ASICs, and whatnot. So let's begin with that first. Okay, so my other basement. All right, some of you guys may remember it's my other basement when I had like 20 octominers over there at one point. I was GPU mining a lot, maybe 180 days ago. Not a lot, but I had some of them also off, 360 days ago. But, I had a lot of different GPUs. I still have my A2000s actually, and I'm actually trying to sell them on my website, redpandamining.shop, if anyone's interested. But yeah, a lot of these GPUs all of these GPUs at that location are off. My Radeon 7s are off. My A2000s are off, 3070s are off. What else? Just everything. My 20 series card rig is off. They're all off. They're sitting on the floor, not doing anything. Okay. I've been meaning to put everything on for sale actually, and most of you know that I've been transitioning to 170 HXs. All right, these are the most cost efficient and also the most efficient GPU, I'd say, for the memory based algorithms for mining, like Kapow, Zealous, Flux, Ergo. Even the 170HX is a very, very efficient GPU for what it costs. I think maybe a year ago, there's been a timeline. Okay, at one point the 170HXs were selling for like $200. At most 250, like a year or so ago. timeline could be a little bit different. But then, a couple months later, they went up to like $500, $700, $800. So it wasn't worth it to buy it then. It was more so maybe to buy 3070s when they were like, maybe you can find them for $250. But, more so the past couple months, I had the opportunity to trade all of my 3070s. I had about 140 RTX 3070s, but now I have done a trade with BitPro for 170 HXs, bitproit.com. If you guys are interested in doing any trades or anything like that, go hit them up. They have an inquiry page on their website. But yeah, I've been getting the 170 HXs slowly because I have to pack up my 3070s every now and then. It just takes a while for me to pack them all up, and I'm also reusing the packaging from the 170 HXs that I've been getting in. So yeah, so I currently, the only GPUs that I have really mining right now out of my whole farm, out of everything that I have, okay, is 170 HXs. I do have 48 6600 XTs. These are all off. I honestly, I don't know. I really haven't given much thought. I've been thinking about turning them on, but right now I do have more so AI stuff been turning on. So maybe, yeah, actually I think that's why I don't have these on, is because of my AI stuff. But I have a lot of 6600 XTs that are honestly still actually at my electrical rate, still a little bit okay, a little bit profitable. Not much, maybe like 5 cents or something a day per 6600 XT. Like I'm not making anything, like breaking even on these cards. So whatever, if I turn these on, they're going to be for spec mining, which I did do spec mining on these GPUs, 6600 XTs. As most of you know, or for those may not have been keeping up with me, maybe in my live streams or some videos that I've been talking about, is that a lot of those coins, right? I was doing a test of Alephium, Ravencoin, Ergo, Zilliqa, Flux, Meowcoin, Chlor, Nerai, Nexa, Neoxa, Dynex, right? I was mining all those coins on these rigs. One of them was doing triple mining at one point. But because now Alephium is pretty much has gone ASIC, and Zilliqa, I believe, has gone proof of stake. So that's out. I think that was the Ergo, Zilliqa, Alephium rig. Anyways, besides the point, and I haven't gotten a final count. I haven't had the motivation to get the yield count of everything yet. I've been planning on doing a video. But the last time I checked a few rigs, it was pretty bad. What I GPU mined over the past, 2 years since we started this test, I believe it was October 8th. October 8th of 2023. Pretty much almost 2 years. Yeah, now that's a good time to do the video because that's going to come up for a 2-year thing. Pretty much it was a bad play. And I think ultimately I should have just been mining into Bitcoin. And you can see here, if I did just mine into Bitcoin, which I did confirm, right? The Tower rig, the Ravencoin rig, did do the best. It was mining to unminable and NiceHash in the beginning, but then to unminable. And yeah, the one that mined into Bitcoin obviously did the best. And this shows, right? The PNL here. A lot of these coins over the past couple of years haven't had their price appreciation. Like Dynex is down 96% since then. Neoxa is down 94%. Nexa is down 79%. Nerai is down 78%. Chlor 63%, since we started this test. So a lot more of these coins, a lot of the proof of work GPU mineable coins haven't gone up yet. And I'm still hopeful that we're gonna have liquidity and maybe some market making events gonna happen on some of these coins. I don't know which coins are gonna. I don't know if that's gonna actually happen on any of these coins. Who knows? I think a lot of us, we all hope, right? We're all speculating and gambling and taking that risk that in hopes that one of these coins or some of these coins are gonna go up again. And that's like the whole premise of GPU mining. It's like the whole mentality, the whole crypto mining strategy was to just mine and hold. And now I think that's done. I mean, at this point, I'm not saying it's over yet, okay? Because maybe it hasn't played out yet, right? Where we are in the market right now, maybe we're just ramping up, right? Maybe, maybe, in the next couple of weeks, maybe next couple of months, altcoins and a lot of proof of work GPU mineable coins could go up again, just like it has in the past. Is it going to happen again? I don't know. Okay, that's something nobody knows, right? This is all speculation. This is the risk that some people are taking, like I did. And as of right now, it didn't play out, but we'll see if it does, right? This is what I'm holding out for. I'm still holding all the coins that I've been GPU mining with these rigs, with the 6600s specifically. But anyways, so the state of my GPUs, okay, I'm just all in on 178Xs. Am I recommending people do it as well? No. I'm doing it because I still have about 7 to 8 cents electric. Granted, it is going to go up in the next year or two, so that's going to suck. But this is the last GPU for mining for me. And why have I pointed it to NiceHash? Okay, so good segue into my ASIC miners. Okay, so I do have my 178Xs pointed to NiceHash for Ironfish, so making a couple bucks there. It's nothing crazy. But a lot of my script miners and Bitcoin miners, everything is literally on NiceHash. Yes, even my Caspa miners. Okay, this is probably gonna irk some people, but I have enough Caspa that I'm holding. I don't need to mine anymore, yield anymore. All I'm doing right now is accumulating Bitcoin. And you guys are gonna say, Red Panda, why are you doing that? Why aren't you believing in the whole mine and hodl strategy? I'm going to tell you guys, I think I'm done with doing that strategy. I've done it. I think I've done it enough over the past couple of years. I'm looking at my bags, my portfolio, and it's just, I'm done. I need more Bitcoin. And so I'm just going all in on Bitcoin now. And probably for the next bear market, or I guess upcoming here in this bull market, and in going into the bear market, I'm just going to be going Bitcoin only. I have found that, and doing the math and doing some of the calculations as of right now, like if you just mined in the Bitcoin over the past couple of years, you would have been better off because Bitcoin has obviously outperformed, right? Just doing this, we did a theoretical buy, a $1,400 buy of a lot of these coins on October 8th. And just to show you here, like we bought transactions. October 8th, 2023, right? Bought $1,400 worth of Raven coin, right? But since then, a lot of these coins haven't gone up. They've actually gone down over the past 2 years. So just in this scenario, in this time frame, if you can see here, Bitcoin is up 300% since then. So if you simply, bought or mined Bitcoin since then into Bitcoin over the past couple of years, which I have proven, again, I'm going to get all the numbers of my 6600 XTs. I'll show you that the Raven coin to Kapow to NiceHash was the best play as of now. Okay, as of now. Because yeah, Bitcoin has price appreciated much more, and a lot of the GPU mineable proof of work coins have not. Okay, so there's like this diminishing return, and timing is everything. Okay, I'm not saying that spec mining is dead. If you want to do that, go for it. It takes a lot of time. That's something I didn't have. That's something I didn't want to keep up with. Spec mining, selling on when it goes on exchange. Yeah, I hate doing that. I know there's a lot of people out there who do that, but personally, that's not for me. But just as I've seen it, okay, as I've been, looking at just everything, if you just ultimately just mined into Bitcoin, it was a better play just to do that overall. And I guess time will tell though, right? Anyways, time will tell. But anyways, I have all my script miners. I have all my Bitcoin miners on NiceHash. I'm just getting that sweet Bitcoin and accumulating that because over time, just long term, Bitcoin is the big dog. And I feel like Bitcoin has been that one. Even if Bitcoin goes down 50%, 70%, just imagine what altcoins are going to do. They're going to go down even worse. So instead of bag holding, okay, and round tripping a lot of these coins, which I've done many times in the past with a lot of different coins, GPU mineable coins to be exact, I'm done. I'm done doing that. And, I'm done chasing, yield of some of these coins. it's just been kind of this, again, diminishing return, like lost cause over time. If you just ultimately went into Bitcoin, and this is not financial advice, by the way, anything could change. Sure. Next couple months, maybe next year, a lot of these coins could just pump up like crazy and outperform Bitcoin over the past 2 years. And, if you mine and held and yielded Ravencoin, Ergo, Flux, whatever, any coin, Clore over the past couple of years, then that could be a better play. But that's a risk. That is a very high risk. And mentally and, even physically, bag holding a lot of these projects. Imagine if you bag hold Dynex here. Dynex, this $1,400 buy is already down, $1,300, $1,350, right? If we were to sell the bag of Dynex that we bought back, 2 years ago, it'd be worth $50. So, you guys understand what I'm getting at here, right? And just the mental factor of just simply mining into Bitcoin and not caring about anything else. My mind has been free. You know what I mean? Like instead of accumulating all of these coins, I am now mentally free by being on NiceHash. I don't even care. I know they take like a 2% fee every 3 hours or something. I don't even care. Like I don't even care about that anymore. At the scale now that I've been mining into, also tax purposes is also much easier now because I'm in one platform. Everything that I'm mining basically is going just into NiceHash, into Bitcoin. I move it off to my cold storage. Done. That's it. Taxes is extremely easy, much easier. Thank goodness. So a lot of things at play here that have been a lot, not just like money wise, but like the mental freedom that I have now, just that I'm going all in on Bitcoin only with everything that I have, has just been a breath of fresh air. And I know I'm going to get people in the comments. I know some of you guys are going to say, Red Panda, no, come on. You got to keep mining and holding a lot of these coins. Like I said, guys, I still have my bags of a lot of these other coins and I'm done, right? I'm done doing that. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm at the, I guess, this is a good update, I guess, for me financially, I'm at the point where I'm mining, 5 digits, 5 digits of income a month. So I'm also spending a lot on hosting fees, electrical. So I do need to, in a way, I need to sell Bitcoin. Not everything though. Okay, I'm not selling all my Bitcoin, but I need to, pay for expenses and whatnot. So this is how, especially these days. I mean, it's getting rough. I know economically and sentiment with everyone, even crypto miners, a lot of people have quit GPU mining because of the electrical cost, right? GPU mining is just not lucrative anymore for a lot of people. And I don't know, even for myself, I'm not even making that much on my 170HXs anymore. And maybe I should be just keep on accumulating, but I'm accumulating the Bitcoin instead because Bitcoin, like I said, has been outperforming alts. I mean, over time, even past previous cycles. Again, there's like that diminishing return. And just looking at a lot of these coins, I don't have time anymore to just keep up and, spec mine and, mine and hodl and manage all these wallets anymore. It's just, I'm at that point, right? I'm at that point now where I'm just all in on Bitcoin. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If you guys think that's a stupid idea of what I'm doing, let me know. Okay. Let me know down in the comments. Okay. I've explained everything, to you guys that I have going on with these miners here, my ASIC miners. Yeah, Bitcoin, Script, these are the top dogs in crypto mining. Okay, right now the Bitcoin and Script are the most profitable miners for mining. Granted, the network hash rate is rising considerably on these networks, so I hope that it's going to sustain. Okay, so now we're getting into the part where I don't know if this is going to sustain or not. And I do have a strategy of, I'm thinking like in the next, if Bitcoin can go up to its next high here, Dogecoin could go up to its next high. I've been thinking about selling my ASICs. If these things become more higher in price, I may liquidate some stuff because, it might be that top feeling of, if we go into the bear market, a lot of these miners, I could do an arbitrage type of thing and buy L9s and S21 XPs when they're, a couple $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, not $6, $7, $8, $9,000 what they are now, right? It's just buying it at a higher cost basis right now is a much higher risk, especially getting into Bitcoin mining, script mining. If you don't have cheap electric, I personally I would not be getting into script mining or Bitcoin mining unless you have sub at least 8 cents for, script mining. But when it comes to Bitcoin mining, 30% fluctuations, 40% fluctuations in the market, your S21 is only making pennies. So, depending on your electrical rate, of course. So it's all, this is all that I have been going on right now, accumulating Bitcoin. But just, I guess I'm not saying, I don't even know why I was talking about Bitcoin network hash rate, Litecoin network hash rate, but just to give that perspective, it's pretty much tripled, right? Litecoin network hash rate has tripled. Has tripled in the past 2 years. A year, sorry, from 1.2 petahash in end of 2024. Here we are, end of 2025. Well, fourth quarter, 2025. Litecoin is 3 petahash, so it's grown about 1.8 petahash, almost 3 times. Bitcoin has been on a gradual climb. We're over a zettahash now. People that have sub 3, 5, 6 cents electric, people that have that type of electrical rate are obviously winning out and are continuing to make money, especially at scale. Doing it as a business, they have operating costs, depreciation, expenses. They're making a lot of money. Now, okay, so just to end off, guys, I don't know. This video is like 22 minutes. Yeah, I've just been just give you guys a final update, I guess, for myself. Like just from what I've been seeing, from what I've been hearing from people, the crypto mining sentiment right now is really down. I mean, look at the views. The views that I've been getting on my channel is, and I'm not complaining. I love what I do. It's all thanks to you guys. Thank you to all of you who keep watching my channel day in and day out. Without you guys, I'm nothing. But what I've been seeing recently is that a lot of people are leaving, right? GPU miners have majority left now. People have been liquidating their hardware. The only thing now that's really popular from what I've been seeing is Bitcoin mining and like home solo miners. A lot of people are really into this stuff because it's easily attainable. And I'm not trying to like get people to buy this or anything. I think it's it's already saturated already, to be honest. But I understand the whole premise of the whole fundamentals of Bitcoin, keeping it decentralized and whatnot. I understand that. If you're buying a solo Bitcoin miner, just understand you're probably never going to find a Bitcoin block. Out of the hundreds of thousands of people out there, I think only 0.003% of those people will actually get a Bitcoin block in their next 10, 20 years or something like that. Anyways, that's depressing. Anyways, but really, the only people that are really into it right now are those that are either Bitcoin mining at scale, script mining at scale, of course, buying L9s, DG2s, DG1s, DG1 pluses, etc., etc. That's what's making money right now, right? These miners are what are making money right now. It's not GPUs. Totally forgot to touch on my AI rigs. Okay, so why not? Let's another segment of the video. AI. So I still think it's hyped. It's still like a buzzword to me. When I say AI for us, it's simply renting out our GPU. Okay, I've said this many times before. And so I haven't had great luck anymore with Clore. Clore, I'm continually lowering my prices. My 4090 is rented right now at $3 a day. Okay, on Clore. I've been trying to lower my prices, like my 6x3090 rig. I have dropped down to $10 a day. Nobody's renting it. Nobody's renting my 10 by 3060 rig for $8 a day. Nobody's renting it. I've dropped the price considerably and nobody's renting it anymore. Like a couple months ago it was rented. It was great. But from what I've been hearing and what I've been researching statistically, the statistics, sorry, has been down across the board on a lot of platforms like Vast, Chlor, Octaspace, a few others, Nosana. The demand is just not there. Right now, there's just not enough demand, and there's a lot more supply. And whether or not, we're all gonna blame YouTubers for that. Sure, why not? I don't care. It's my fault, my others' fault as well. Bringing people into space, teaching people how to get into this stuff. Whether or not how you look at it, Chlor has about 13,000, 12,000 GPUs, which is quite a bit. So I hope that these platforms can get some type of adoption, more demand. My Octaspace rig is still not being rented enough. Over the past 2 weeks, I'm only getting rented maybe like 20 minutes, an hour a day, 2 hours a day. I'm being paid pennies for my 4090. But it is actually being used for some type of render because it's using a lot of bandwidth. Okay, this guy used 8 gigabytes in 2 hours, 3 hours. That's amazing. 37 minutes. He used 11 gigabytes. Holy smoke, that's a lot of bandwidth. But anyways, guys, I've just, the sentiment right now across all types of, whether it's GPU mining, AI, CPU mining is pretty much dead unless you have free power, solar, and ASIC mining even, right? The sentiment in ASIC mining, unless you have it hosted or have cheap power, those are the people that are winning right now. And those that have much higher electrical rates at home, residential miners, the residential miners now are pretty much out. It's like, the saying, the rich get richer. Crypto mining is very competitive, and you can tell by the network hash rate that has climbed so much, as well as Litecoin and Script. It has climbed so much that it is, where the price of Bitcoin is right now, or where the price of Dogecoin is, it's ruling out the home crypto miners now, unless you have free power or solar. I guess there's a lot of those people out there. But majority of people who, residential miners, 15 cents, 20 cents electric, they've turned off. They've completely quit. I mean, more so, there's been a lot of people getting laid off. Economy's not good. People don't have expendable income anymore. People aren't, really buying many miners anymore. And again, I have seen a lot of people buy a lot of cost-effective miners like the Home, like Avalon Q, Mini 3s, DG Home 1, like the smaller miners. I see a lot of people buy those because those are a lot easier to run at home, right? People aren't going to run a L9 at home because it's like 95 decibels, right? And utilizes 3,500 watts, No one's going to run that at home, right? No one has the infrastructure for something like that. You have to get it hosted, right? At like Terra Hosting or Metered Mining or Iowa Crypto Mining. Go check out my website, RedPandaMining.com. I have my ASIC hosting companies there if you guys need it. But, overall, just the sentiment in crypto mining this is one of the lowest I've ever seen. Maybe I could say 2018, 2019 bear market was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad, actually. Even at like 10 or 12 cents electric, you were still profitable from what I remember. But now it's like it's been a bloodbath. It's bad. Like even at 8 cents, if you don't have like the higher end GPUs, like 170HXs, I mean, hell, even at my 8 cents electric, this thing's only making like 20, like a quarter a day on a single 170HX. It's not even making that much. Okay. It's pretty bad. Like I remember in the bear market of 2018, 2019, at least an RX 580 was still able to earn like 50 cents, 70 cents, even at like 10 cent kilowatt hour. That was back in the good old days when Ethereum was still alive, but not anymore, right? Ethereum was proof of stake when the Ethereum merge happened, kicked off all the GPU miners, and it was, that was that was bad for GPU miners. And I'm gonna have to say I was definitely wrong about that, right? A lot of the proof of work GPU mineable coins never came back, right? As of right now, I hope someday they will, but it's been a downward sell pressure, downward spiral, and it's just not enough 24-hour emission to handle all the hardware that's out there right now. The people that have cheap electric, and I've talked about this before, right? There's a GPU mining farm that I know who was selling every day. They have a couple thousand GPUs and they've been selling every single day. And, because they have a lot of expenses and electricity, granted they had like 5 or 6 cents or something, but yeah, it contributes to sell pressure. A lot of people who are also selling is also contributing to that. But, with Bitcoin and scripts, it's because these networks have much higher emissions. Like Dogecoin has $3.15 million, every 24 hours, spread across all the crypto miners, all the script miners out there. And Bitcoin has $52 million a day, okay, spread across all the Bitcoin miners out there. So yeah, Bitcoin mining and script mining are currently sustaining where we are at these levels right now. I don't know. I just don't know if GPU mining is ever going to come back again, if some of these coins were ever going to have their heyday again. I don't know. But I'm taking that risk. I'm still getting my 170HXs in. I'm going to fill up 14 rigs of them and going to have some fun there. But okay, guys, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm just wanted to give you guys kind of an update with all the stuff that I have going, what I've been hearing, what I've been, I guess, feeling from everyone. On a like personal level, like mentally, for like I talked about this earlier, like that's why I'm going all in on Bitcoin. It's just so much easier for me to manage. Right, I have so much more hardware that I need to get online. Like I bought a bunch of CPU rigs from RedPandaMining. I've been wanting to get those up. I don't even think they're gonna make anything anymore. But just a lot of things a lot of projects I have on the wayside, and I've left no, I haven't done anything. And running this YouTube channel now, I have been running it since 2018, so that's good. What, 8 years now? And this time around, I don't know if I've ever felt this demotivated. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's not only am I seeing viewership down across the board, and it's not with myself, but like Vosscoin, for instance, viewership is down. Like it just makes sense though. It's because economy's bad, people losing jobs left, right, and center. Electricity rates are going up higher and higher. GPU mining is not profitable. People aren't GPU mining anymore. I think a lot of my core audience was GPU miners, and to me, mentally, it's been hard, right? It's been quite down. And even though it's really funny to say that, with Bitcoin being over 100K, right, $114,000, that we haven't seen any life in any proof of work GPU mining, GPU mineable coins. There's Quai, there's Zealous, there's a whole bunch of other coins, but they're just not outputting enough to handle all the miners that are out there. Ravencoin's like $41,000 a day. Ergo's like $5,000 a day. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, But I'm hopeful. Maybe not. Maybe it's over, right? Maybe GPU mining is done for the next couple of years. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see if it ever comes back. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update from myself here. I'm still going. It's not like I'm like quitting. I'm not quitting anything. I may, unless, a lot of my ASIC resellers stop sponsoring me I guess by the end of December. I guess that's when I'll find out. It's hard. It's been pretty hard, right? If, I don't know what it's going to take, but crypto mining is becoming quite competitive now. And it's something where if you don't have cheap electric, free power, or solar, you're not able to make it. You're not able to make, especially solar on like a mass scale. If you really want to make money, like enough money, you're gonna have an F ton of solar. Don't get me wrong. and space to set up something like that. But yeah, cheap power is honestly winning in that regard for anyone that has cheap power. Anyways, guys, I'm just rambling here. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If you watch to the very end of this video, let me know. Let me know. I don't really expect anyone really to watch to the end of the video anymore. End of the videos much more, especially where the state of crypto mining is. It just feels like this is the worst it's ever been. Just because we don't have Ethereum anymore, and it's just down across the board. But carrying on, I am continuing on no matter what. And I hope some of you guys that are still in this space for now are still here. And if you're still here, let me know. Let me know. All right. I'll see you on the next video. You guys have a great one. Peace out. If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like button. Peace out, guys. Peace.